Sorry about that, guys. Must have had some plugs that are loose. This is the old board, huh?
Yeah.
The old All-Talk board?
Mine still isn't working.
Yeah, now hers isn't working.
Yours isn't working now? You're number 5?
now.
There you go.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
Fucking A, man.
Got it.
God damn, I didn't know how long I was going to have to scream. Jesus Christ. Welcome to the show, bitches. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm AK.
And I'm GJ Jerkman.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
this is the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me, bitches.
I was not supposed to be here for your show tonight. I should have been out of here. Now I'm working with the director of Red Rock, so...
Oh, so there's some corporacy occurring?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm fucking up the board.
Hey, man, trip. It
Hey,
happens.
it's the first time you've been on
It's a
this
new
thing,
board.
though,
Yeah, I
so-
didn't realize that. It's a new board for you, so,
Yeah.
you know, hey, it's all
She-
great.
There
she's-
are mute buttons and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking the music still goes. Whatever, man. Whatever the fuck ever.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
Better
So-
luck next time.
So I want to talk about my fucking, my social, you know, I think you're right, Jerkman.
Wow, really? You're
I
going to say you think
are
I'm
right,
right?
Jerkman. I'm
And-
going to say
and
you're
what
right
would I
again.
have been right about?
I think you're right about that experience project site.
Really?
Yeah, I think that thing's
Oh, that shocks the shit out of me.
fucking full, infested with social retards, man.
And you're on there.
You're
This-
shocked.
Well,
Are you
here's the
shocked?
thing. I guess this
Getting
just
it?
goes to show you I'm too fucking, I'm too cool to be a nerd, but yet I'm not nerdy enough to be cool.
And someone told you this?
No, that's just kind of how I feel. Because I thought, see, the reason I got on there, well, you know, the reason I got on there originally, but I thought, well, okay, you know, there's a lot of, you know, not so cool people on this site, so maybe I'll fit in a little better. You know what I'm saying? Or I'd feel like maybe, you know, people would, not say that I wasn't accepted, you know, at all, but it's just that I got tired of the Facebook fucking narcissism and look what I had for dinner and oh, I'm such a great parent. Look, my child counted to 3.
So
You know,
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you're so fed up with that shit, why are you on there?
'Cause
You
I
don't
ca-
have to be.
well, I do.
Well, why do you have to be on Facebook and that?
Well, because for the radio show.
Well, I
I
mean,
promote the
okay,
radio show.
you can do that side of it, but I mean, you have a personal page too. You can get rid of it. It's that simple.
I mean,
It's like,
I-
click delete,
I could,
but you don't want to. You know why? Because you want to be angry.
But I got, well, yeah, then we don't have a show, do
You're
we?
addicted to.
Yes.
You're addicted to the Facebook and all the
fuck is
other
that?
social sites.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Probably someone from Project Experience
Right.
shit or
No,
No,
whatever.
it was a local number, so I don't know who the fuck that could be. But anyway, what were you guys just saying before we were so rudely in a fucking
That you could get the hell off, but you're addicted to it. Bottom line.
I'm addicted to it. Yeah. Well, okay, I'm addicted to it. But if I'm, you know, I gotta have shit to piss me off, right? We don't have a show if I don't. Am I right?
Well, no. I mean, I'm sure throughout your everyday life you could find something that upsets you, right?
Yeah, but well, not really. Shit is pretty good for me, man.
So you're going on these just to get pissed off.
Well,
Is what you're saying.
no, I guess the whole thing is this, though. It was, you know, I wanted something different, man. I wanted some sort of not so run-of-the-mill people to sort of talk to. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought, well, maybe I could vibe better with these people.
And so in the Experience Project, you were hoping to find this.
Yeah, and I found nothing but some social retardatrons, man. We got fucking, well, you know, the two you heard about already.
Wait a minute. Okay, now listen. The title is
Experience Project. Uh-huh.
So if it's in, you didn't think that these people were out there trying to reach out and tell you their experience because they actually had none, and they
Well-
were trying to create something in their lives to have other people come be attracted to.
I had no clue. I mean, you know, this is a new
I mean,
experience for me.
if you truly have, who the fuck keeps calling you?
I don't recognize that number at all.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's who it is.
Man,
They're
it's-
pissed off that you even mentioned them in the first
Yeah, I
place.
mean, like, look,
Isn't it
motherfucker-
supposed to be a like a place of anonymity,
It should be.
and you're blasting it out all the time?
Yeah, well, but, you know, I'm not saying people's names, so fuck them. So, yeah, well, we got the one chick who obviously just fucking stops talking to me. Now, here's the thing, though.
And it couldn't possibly be because you were like, by the way, I learned how to block numbers
Shit,
if you
man.
want to call me. It couldn't be that.
No, well, okay, all right, but if you know what, if I was a creep and a weirdo,
Well-
how about you block me? Man, dude, I don't know who the fuck.
is going
It's
on?
important. You should probably check out what's going on.
Yeah.
I should text back. Get off my dick. I'm on
You
the
don't.
air.
It could be
but
something important.
Maybe they're
This
dead.
many fucking
Good.
times.
Well, that's
See
a,
what I'm
that's
talking
right.
about?
I
Maybe they're dead. Good. And you're fucking happy?
Yeah.
Your
damn
life
right.
is not fucking great. It's not. You're not happy. Somewhere
Yes,
deep down,
he's-
for you to be this angry to say maybe you're dead, good, something
It's
is
a number
wrong.
I don't know. It's not a person I know.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
a person
now,
I give a fuck
but
about.
wait a minute. Now listen. What could have happened is it could be somebody you give a fuck about.
And they don't
Their
have their
phone's not
phone.
working, so they had to go to another phone to call you. So now you're saying, "Good, the fucker's dead," or it could possibly be maybe the police department saying, "Hey, your mother was just in a bad accident." And, so don't say shit. And don't put stuff like that out in the universe that you don't want to come creeping back up your ass later.
Okay.
Somebody
So-
could be
so
in the hospital.
think about that
could
one,
be a
right.
hospital number.
Here, I'll read this right now.
Okay,
Bet
yeah.
you some
So that way you
bullshit.
can kind of see.
Let's see. Here we go.
Before you put that bad stuff out there.
Okay. It's not
I've
reading.
had food in the office for you, but I didn't hear from you soon, maybe.
Oops.
Food in the motherfucking office. Get a bitch.
That's fucking great.
Oh, maybe it's somebody in the hospital. They're hurting, and you're angry inside, and you didn't show happiness and compassion. Oh, fuck you too.
You still stand by my statement.
Oh, fuck all you.
shit, that's
Still could've
funny.
been
Fuck you all and
important.
your ass walls, and I hope you shit blood for decades upon excruciating decades. No,
Wow.
I don't wish that on you guys. I'm just fucking.
Who us? I hope
I
not.
would never wish
Damn.
that on you. I mean,
So you do have some compassion.
yeah, I do in some ways. Anyway, let's get
Just
back.
for us.
Let's
Yeah,
get back
just
to
for
these
us.
socially retarded motherfuckers.
All right.
But if I creeped her out so bad, how about you block me or you take me off your friends list? Why the fuck am I still on your friends list?
Because she needs the promotion. She needs it. That she's
Needs
getting.
what? What does she need?
I don't know.
Maybe you're feeding into her whatever it is she needs.
Okay.
We're off tonight. Don't ask.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that would be. All right. Okay. So that's
Look,
social retard number
she
one.
just fucking needs. What isn't this the same chick that was like? She writes stories, and so she
They all
you're
do.
like one of her fans or some
Everybody
shit.
writes stories
so
on there,
she's,
though. I
she's
wrote
on your
stories.
fucking Facebook for the same reason a lot of people are on my Facebook because they're fucking fans, and so I let them be there.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's like like if I crept you out and I was that motherfucking weird, hey,
Oh, you creep me out. I still have you on
You're
mine.
still on my Facebook.
block me. Fucking take me off your friends.
In a
list.
weird way, I like you.
Well, of course you like me. So there you go.
Right.
You like me, and you guys like me in a weird way. But
Yes, in a weird
In a weird way, yes.
but she does. It's she's not really.
How do you know?
What?
She wants you as a fan.
Well, let's move on. So there's her.
Okay, there's her. Then we have the other chick that fucking totally lost it that I told you guys about a few weeks ago.
Right,
The
the drug
The
addict.
hot drug addict high bitch. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a dude. This guy. All right, so I commented on something about feet. Now keep in mind the site is not all about feet. It just so
I
happened.
don't know.
I saw a thing about feet and I commented on it, whatever. So this guy sends me a friend request, and I said, okay, cool, I add him. Well, then he sends me a message, and he's like, so do you like to smell women's feet, or what do you like to do? And I'm kind of talking back
Is that
and
the one you
forth.
talked about not that long ago?
Yeah,
When
I
you
talked-
guys actually started conversating about feet because he was lonely and didn't have any foot conversation going
Yeah,
on.
I was talking to him, right? And we're going back and forth, and I'm going, okay, this is getting a little excessive. And so we're going back and forth, and, finally I look at his friends list. I'm like, okay, does he have any chicks on his friends list, And it's all guys. So
Ooh,
I'm
that was
like,
probably a surprise, wasn't it?
I was like, it was kind of. I'm like,
And you want to bust on me being hit on? Go ahead,
yeah.
fuck.
How was your award ceremony, by the way?
It went great. I had a good time.
Did a guy go with you, or did you go alone?
I went alone.
Oh, you went alone. Oh, damn!
Yes.
You could have got your dick sucked that night. You know that?
Yeah, you could have got your dick sucked.
This is what you're resorting to.
Yeah, see, look at it. Just goes in that
Could have
direction.
just had his, as long as he got his dick sucked, he doesn't care.
Well,
all that
hey,
matters.
at least you got
Man,
something out
woman,
of it, right?
monkey, whatever.
Gotta do the monkey in
Get
there
fucked
again,
by the
don't
monkey.
you?
So, anyway, so I messaged him. I'm like, hey, dude, I was like, just a question for you. I said, you talk a lot about women's feet, but you got all men on your friends list. I was like, are you gay? I was like, I really don't care if you are. I'll still be your friend if you're gay, but understand that I'm not. So he wrote back and he said, no, mate, I just want to talk about feet. And I'm like, okay. So recently he sends me a message and says, hey, you want to write stories to each other about feet so we can wank off to them? Wank off to them. He's an English dude, apparently.
He's redoing it again so he gets a reaction out of us, apparently.
Well, yeah, because there was some
Winkle.
dead ass silence in the room.
Because we're just both kind of like looking at you going, wow.
Yeah, that was
The fact that you even went that direction
and
leads me to believe that there could be something there that maybe you're not opening up to.
I'm just surprised that you're even shocked at this. I mean, these are people go on the internet and live their lives out through the internet because they're fucking weirdos that can't function in society. So you're gonna come across social retards or whatever the fuck you call them.
They are.
You're not gonna get the best of the best in the world. The best of the best in the world aren't fucking on Experience Project, fucking writing feet stories. They're out in the real fucking world, man.
I know that. That's why.
With jobs and shit.
I know that, but it's entertaining, you know.
But you're expecting it to be different. It sounds like.
I was for a while. I think I was for a while.
So now you're staying. So see, this is what you say. You tell us that you're like ass bent about all this stuff, but yet you stay there so you can get ass bent.
Well, yeah, gives me
Okay.
material, man.
Okay, so
You know?
wow.
It's and it's not like I'm on there every day. It's just like, you know, so occasionally I'll get it.
Okay. How long do you frequent this place? How many times do you frequent this thing? Honestly, come on, be honest with us.
I don't know, maybe every 2 days or so, maybe.
So every 2 days you're on this experience project, looking for fucked up shit.
Well, or I'll just go on and I'll ask.
But yet you get on your Facebook and people put fucked up shit and you're freaking out about it.
Ah, okay. So here we go. Here's your guys' axe to grind. My Facebook posts. Are my Facebook posts how different is it than
You get fucked up. I mean, the shit you say is like, wow.
But how
fuck,
much?
you got to be kidding me.
How much worse is it? Okay, but how long have you known me? For 8 years.
8
now.
years.
Okay. How much worse is it than what it used to be?
It's getting a lot worse.
It's getting a lot worse.
Yeah, before you used to have some kind of like control over things. Now you just kind of freak the fuck out.
I think now I'm just like, fuck it.
Yeah, you're more.
You know, I think at one time I did have more of
You're more of attack mode
yeah,
than just kind of talk mode.
Well, I had I had a filter at one time, and
You did?
yeah, now I don't
What
want
the
to.
hell was it?
Well, obviously you said I had a filter.
Yeah, you did.
So-
You were a little bit more than maybe it's old age creeping up on you. I don't know, but yeah,
Maybe.
you just go into attack mode.
I'm just like, fuck it, fuck them all. You know, so it's just what I do, man. It's just, you know, like the other day, you know, when I was that's a wholly different thing. But yeah, I had somebody, I put up a post, and this one chick writes. Actually, it was the one chick that used to be on the Ghost Show. That Jeannie chick.
Oh, Jeannie. Okay.
Yeah. And she said, my friend, not everybody, you know, the world isn't set up to piss you off. Not everybody wakes up thinking about how they can piss you off. Maybe you should show a little compassion. And
Wow.
so-
Really?
So I told her
everybody
to save,
telling you that everybody's wrong, but you.
I told her to save her fucking tree hugging feel good speech for coffee shops and people who give a fuck.
So everybody's wrong, but you.
Well, they might be right,
Maybe
but
you should open up a little bit inside.
open up and do what?
Feel for
Why?
people.
Why? I don't get it. Why? I'm good. I feel for people when I need to. You know, but you know, my friends I care about, but everybody else, hey, you know, if
So
you're
as
an
long,
idiot, I'm
so
not
as
fucking
long
with
as you
it.
don't know them.
I mean, okay, like today at my speaking event, some dude just came out and started talking to me, and then we just had a nice conversation, and we were chilling, and he was a cool guy, you know. So I do care about people, but you know, just dumb shit, like texting me about food in the office and shit.
Food in the office. Oh, so
You know?
Anyway, I just got called out on my show yesterday.
You got called out.
Oh, with Josephine?
Uh-huh.
Someone called you out on that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
You know, so you got to remember when you're talking on the air, people are going to hear you.
Yes,
Sure.
they will.
And
Right.
so sometimes you forget that.
And you say shit that
that you might not have said otherwise.
Well, I don't know. Did you unload on her show?
No, I didn't.
it was about being single in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And somebody called you out on it, huh?
Yeah.
But that's it. Every asshole has an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean it's the
They're
right
not
one.
an asshole.
See, he automatically goes
right,
with
I'm
every
not,
asshole.
I'm not saying this individual's very cool. I'm just
Okay.
saying, you know,
She got called out on some bullshit.
called out on some bullshit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. Is it you got called on some bullshit? Why is it bullshit?
Maybe she explained it differently than they see it.
Okay, but everybody has their own opinion. What makes that wrong?
He's not saying it's wrong.
I mean, either way, you could look at it, you know.
Looks like I'm going to Red Rock
I don't know what I said. No, you're not.
at 9.
No, it's too late. You don't even want to fucking go. I don't know what I said, but I'm in so much fucking trouble, apparently.
You're in trouble?
I'm in trouble. Not trouble.
You-
I'm in so
you
much
upset this person?
fucking trouble. I hope not, but maybe. I don't know. I don't mean to laugh. I just laugh when I
You get nervous?
fucking whatever. I'm not nervous either.
ass
I
monkeys
just
and
like the
stuff?
way I sound when I laugh, so I just
Oh.
laugh.
So you entertain
Okay.
yourself with
I
the
do.
laughing. Well, that's
I'm
cool.
funny to my fucking self.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know
And
what
this
I
is-
said.
This is
I
the
don't
person
know
who I
what
should be
said.
listening to telling me that I should get more compassionate. Okay.
I have compassion, definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I'm just saying I don't know what I said. But whatever I said, I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm in so much fucking trouble.
Yeah, well, okay. Well,
I don't know what I said. I don't
So is this bad trouble or just...
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
you'll have to explain it more when we're off the air. What's going down?
Nah,
she doesn't
I'm
wanna
gonna
tell
leave
us.
it alone.
You don't even want to talk about it.
Nah, I'm not gonna blast anybody.
Oh, no, that's why I said off the air. So you're
No,
not putting
No,
anybody's
I'm good.
shit on there.
Nah.
So, yeah, you know what? I don't know. I'm just like, fuck it. I don't care. I just
We know you are.
I put people on blast, man. That's what I do. I've
But
always-
you just said every asshole has an opinion, so
Sure, every
you're-
asshole has an opinion. I'm
you're-
one of the assholes
You're
with
one
my
of
own
the
opinion.
assholes
Sure.
who have an opinion.
Sure, of course. I'm one of those assholes.
Man, look
That's
at you guys tonight. This is kind of...
What? We do this all the time.
This is how we get down.
This is
See,
what we
Jerkman
do.
acts like this is so out of context.
Right, like
and
this
this
is out
is
of character for us.
how we get down
Yeah,
all
but
the
it's like
time.
you guys are on one... You guys jump on each other's side at one point, then you guys are like right back at
But
it.
that's how we
That's
get
us.
down.
That's us. That's our relationship.
Yeah, it's just how we get down. You know, it's nothing. You know, nobody walks away mad. I don't think. You know, so
No.
you know, hey, it's what
He
it
puts
is.
it out there like he's hoping.
Just I'm one of the few people that will challenge what the fuck he says.
Yeah, and that's cool. You know, or let's put it this way: you're one of the people that will challenge what I say and not get ass hurt when I offer my opinion.
Yeah, that's cool.
See, some people, that chick deleted me after I told her to fucking, save her speeches for coffee shops and people would give a fuck.
Of course.
She did delete me, so I was like, oh,
yeah.
okay. So no big deal, no great loss.
I mean, what did you think she would do after that?
I don't know. Some people come back at you or whatever. Or,
That's what you're hoping
I mean,
for.
I wouldn't delete you if you said that,
see?
but I.
But that's
I
your
don't
guys'
give-
relationship,
I don't give a
so.
fuck.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't give a fuck either. So that's cool.
I don't give a fuck if you have an opinion that I deem ignorant. No, I'm not going to delete you because your opinion sucks.
Right. Well, and I might
But
think
she
your
took
opinion
it. Yeah,
sucks.
of course you might. You usually do. But well, so much for that, I guess. I don't know. You just we've said it before. You're very selfish.
You know what? And
AK's in another world right now. She's trying to remember what she said yesterday.
I am trying to
can
figure out
tell.
what the fuck did I say on that show yesterday?
Okay, give me a hint of what he said, and I can probably tell you.
That's what he said. You're in so much fucking trouble.
Okay, you talked about men, obviously,
Yeah.
because that's what you guys were talking about how you don't like relationships, pretty much, and you want to be
No,
alone.
I said I'm not sure I'm ready for a relationship.
Right.
Is what I said.
And you
Or what
said
I
that
meant.
that men are simple.
You guys are simple.
actually, we are. It really
Not
doesn't take,
simple, stupid,
Well,
but
I understand,
simple.
yeah.
It doesn't take much to please us.
Understand, right?
Yeah.
And
to
I
understand.
said maybe something about the Facebook chat game where, they're on there, like what you just pulled with her, and you saw what she said, and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna answer.
Okay, that could have been it then, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe they knew that you were there and you just
It's not
kind of
that bad of a
pushed them
thing
off
to
to the
say,
side.
though. Is that bad to say?
Well, it depends on how long you pushed them off to the side and what the relationship is. I mean, if you push them off for like an hour or so, or
I'm
just
not the one who
depends.
was pushing.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Because he's lost.
So I think you guys
It's not
should
the
just-
experience
I
project
was
that he
gonna
would
say, I think
understand.
you guys need to set up your own experience project pages and start writing about this shit. So everybody.
But we're trying to help
knows.
her figure out her dilemma. We're her friends. We got to help figure this
Oh, yeah,
out.
well,
for her.
I wish I knew a little more of what was said.
Funny-
I
Uh,
went
we
on
were
the
just-
show, on Josephine Z's show, and we talked about being single in Vegas, and something I said at some point.
Somebody got mad at you for her.
I don't know if they're mad. I'm not taking it as mad. At least in my head, I don't think they're mad.
Mhm.
They could very well be very mad, but he did say, "I'm going to tell you exactly what I think, doll." So,
Oh, then I know who it is.
oh man,
that's
oh,
weird.
Man, oh man.
Wow.
Well, maybe you just who knows?
No, it's not him.
Oh,
May have struck a nerve. Hey, if the shoe fits, wear it. That's what I say, man. If you said something about dudes and he got offended,
I don't think he's offended. He's
Wow.
a cool dude. He's not offended. I hope he's not offended. We're friends, so
Well,
Oh, you'll find out.
I guess you will.
I guess I will, huh?
You seem, I had never seen you like this before. You seem like kind of thrown off by it, though.
He does throw me off a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Very weird.
He's very,
Do you like him more than just a friend?
Yeah. That's why she's thrown off.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
I don't know what
See,
you're talking
women
about.
are kind of simple, too, at times.
Yeah, we can see through you guys, and
Yeah.
you don't know it.
You guys aren't the only ones that can do that sort of thing.
It's Vajavision.
I don't know. No, I mean, I just didn't know I said something that would trigger somebody, you know, that's all.
Damn.
Well, you talk guy issues and guy things, so
Right, it's true.
Being guy-like.
being guy like he is a guy,
Well,
not guy like.
Of course, he's got, but it's guy-like stuff, you know.
Right.
So, you know.
So if he likes you, there's a little bit of thing going on there. You may have threw him off a little
But
bit.
you know what
and-
you do? All you got to do is, well, he could just tell you he knows how to unblock a number, and you'll freak the fuck out, and then you won't talk to him again. So
Wow, he
There you
went
go.
there.
Yeah.
there
Wow.
you go. That's all you got
We
to
always
do.
say that, don't we? He always finds the
That's it.
lowest
Gotta-
denominator
yeah. Hey,
to
you
attack you
could.
with.
but
I'm waiting for the "I want you to just go die from cancer" joke coming up.
What? That joke wasn't. It wasn't a mean.
It wasn't. I didn't take
Okay.
it. I didn't take it.
She
that
that
way.
was a dig she took at me earlier, so I'm like, okay, if that
Right.
was so fucking creepy.
Right.
So that's all it is.
I don't know. I mean, here's the we talked about it before. If you're going to be a part of our life, then you have to accept at some point, at some time, you may be talked about indirectly or directly on the show.
Bottom line,
Yeah,
On any show that we're on.
right?
that's true. That's true.
We're in the public eye, and this is our life. You
We
know
speak
what I
about our
mean?
lives, you know.
How could
Right.
you not? I mean,
So you may come up. We may not say your name, but if you know it's about you, then sorry.
Yeah, and if you took it in a way that you thought might be mean,
And this isn't directed to him, just for anybody, who's
anybody.
listening.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Anybody
I'm
who's listening.
Glad you brought this up because you're right. There have been people that have come into my life and have mistaken, just because I mentioned them or something they did, they thought I was mad and I was talking shit, and when really that wasn't the case at all. I was just,
do you know how many people doing radio for 27 years that I had pissed the fuck off?
Right.
And a lot of times I wasn't even talking about them,
oh yeah,
and it just pissed them the fuck off
for whatever
So
reason. They
It's one of
heard-
those deals where, and especially we're improv. We don't have no scripts written out for us. We're not set on one set topic.
Yeah.
So we
Primary.
talk about what's going on
Well, and how many
in our
times?
lives, our minds.
How many times do you hear, what's his name, Howard Stern or one of those guys? Oh yeah, my wife pissed me off today. You know what happened? Blah blah blah. They talk about their personal life. Comedians, they do it all the time. So my son's going to high school now. You
Right. It happens, especially on this show.
Yep.
Yeah, but I just never seen you look like this before. You actually look a little worried.
I'm not worried.
You
So-
look it. Well, maybe not
not.
now. No, now
I'm not
she's
worried at all.
So you know
Okay.
what?
I mean, you're gonna if that's the case, and I don't want to keep directing it like I'm talking because I'm not. But if for
Right.
anybody, if you were offended by something that I said on the air, then we'll talk about it. You know what I mean? And if it comes down to the fact where you're just like, I can't deal with you, or that was really so offensive, well then fuck. Okay,
Well, then get out
I'll
of her
accept
life.
it. You know what I mean? Like fucking, I'm not the type of person who gets. We know this, extremely upset when people leave. It's just something that happens,
Right.
But no, that's not the feeling. I don't think he's mad. I'm not worried that he's
Right.
pissed off or any of that. No.
Well, guess
Well,
you'll
that's
find
cool.
out, won't you?
I guess.
You guys
I
will.
don't
You
know.
guys will smooth it over, I'm sure.
I'm
but
not worried
the
about it.
thing is too, it's like people gotta understand, man. This is how radio is. Don't be involved with radio people if you don't want to come up on shit.
Right.
So that's the bottom line. We talk about our lives, and you're in my life that I happen to be a radio person. So,
So we're gonna talk about how you're a fucking whore that should get ass raped because
Yeah.
you said that I should fucking tree hug or some shit.
Oh, not you, the other bitch.
One of those bitches. I don't fucking know.
I told you, I said something about devil's advocate to you.
I saw
But-
what you said, and I wasn't even gonna fucking go back and forth in a post. I
'Cause
saved it for here.
I
I wasn't
think-
playing devil's advocate. We have to talk about this when we come
Oh,
back.
we will talk about this when we get back. We'll be right back, bitches.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that, and guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic light, you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob blues. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down. Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hear on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it. At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance. Available for digital download only. Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio. It's the shit that
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, thinks that you're front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts, that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts, that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts if you
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio.
Oh, yes, bitches. Oh, you know what? Let's bring him in here. Do it again.
And Unloved Bastards there from Motors, that was for you.
Yeah, Motors, you were supposed to do the show tonight. And
Yeah, you
bitched
fucking
out on us.
wuss,
You see?
baby.
See what's going on there?
Run like a little bitch you are. It's probably him.
No,
Don't could be that quick.
actually,
Got a minute delay. He won't get
that's
it for
who's
a
been
minute.
texting me. It's that was
Still
so,
her?
Yeah, that was so out of the blue. It was Dr. John's wife. She said something about having food in the office and that she hadn't heard from me.
Oh,
and-
wait a minute. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead, guys. I want to hear this one.
What?
Oh,
We
you
were talking about
for the
earlier.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, here it
Let's,
was.
you feel like
I'm-
doing this? You ready to rip?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm not that
Okay, wait a minute. Here we go
passionate
again.
about it. I don't have a
Let's
big,
try it again.
long speech.
Here was my bitch.
There you
Okay,
go.
here was my bitch. Okay, like when you're fucking A, man.
Fucking turn it off.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
What, you got fucking baloney there or something's going to go bad?
Anyways,
I don't know
okay,
what's going
so
on.
here's your what? Your bitch
Okay,
is what?
so my bitch was okay when you're at work and you work an 8 to 5 shift and it's 4:58 and somebody decides they want to call in 2 minutes before the end of your fucking shift because they know that
They
it's
know.
2 minutes
That's
before
my
the end
thing,
of your
'cause
shift.
they know.
They do.
They fucking know you're off at 5.
Oh yeah, they do. Trust me. These are motherfuckers that know good and goddamn well, and they're trying their hardest because they know you have to talk to them.
Because they give a shit about you that much.
It's a game.
They give a fuck about your life that much. That's their whole life is so fucking sad and pathetic that the only joy they get is
it
calling you
actually-
at 4:58.
It is.
Bullshit. I don't buy it.
No, you know what? It is. There was a guy I knew that used to do that. That was his thing.
Let me ask you a question. So you get pissed off that they give you a call at supposedly the last 2 minutes,
Of
and
your
you
work
have
shift.
to deal with them. Now, if it goes past the 5 o'clock, do you have to stay on with them?
Oh, if it
So
goes, I can't hang up on him at that point.
Okay, so they're on with you. So even if it's a couple minutes,
Right.
you're still on with them.
Yep.
I'm sure it doesn't stretch for like an hour, half an hour, whatever after that.
Some
right?
try to, but I'll use the excuse of, hey man, I gotta leave. My bus is coming.
So it'd kind of be like if you went to a McDonald's and there was only 5 minutes left before they're ready to close down, and you expected
You
food
pulling
because they
that
weren't
shit up.
closed yet, right?
You're gonna pull that one on me, huh?
And then set and
It's
demand.
only okay when he's doing it.
But you know
right?
what? Here's the thing.
Because if
I
your
didn't know
if
they
your
were closing.
internet fucking service went down, neither do these people. If your internet service went down at fucking 4:58, wouldn't you call and be like, "What the fuck is up with this shit?" Because you don't give a fuck that dude is off. You need your fucking internet service, and don't tell me you wouldn't because you're that selfish motherfucker who would. So now all of a sudden, calling at 4:58 wouldn't be a bad idea so long as you're doing it.
Well, here's the thing. In our case, shit can wait with what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe not. I mean, because
I don't know what the fuck he does.
if
so
you
I can't
if you think
speak
about
on
this,
it.
maybe some people rely on that, and that's their life.
I mean, they do.
So
They do.
So then, okay, you
Well,
could
if
have
it's their life.
I mean, if it's something, okay, it's not a total necessity, but for some of them it truly is.
Right.
So for you, you're providing a service no matter what the fuck it is, whether it's something they necessarily need or not. You're still providing a service. Bottom line, you do it.
Well, and yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I have to do
Hey,
it.
who doesn't say that life isn't a
All
pain
I'm
in the
saying
ass?
is I wasn't playing devil's advocate. I sincerely meant how do you fucking know that they're calling you purposely? Maybe that was really the only time they could call.
And they were happy to get that 2 minutes in.
They don't give a fuck about you that much to want to ruin your fucking day by calling it 4:58. They don't fucking care about you. You're not that important.
You know
You're
what?
not that important. You're not that special.
I knew somebody, though, that's what he did. He didn't. It wouldn't have just been me. It would have been anybody working there. That's what I'm saying. It's not just me.
That's what I'm saying. None of you are that important. None of you. They're not thinking about that it's 4:58. They're thinking about themselves, their selfish needs. I need this fixed. Not because I want to call you and fuck up your shift, but because I'm selfish and I need this to be fixed right now. That's all they're thinking about. In the very same way that you fucking think about yourself going to McDonald's and you want a fucking burger 5 minutes before they close.
Yeah, but you know what? In my defense, I didn't know they were about to close.
I told you they were about to close. I said, we're just getting up here now. It's 5 minutes until they're closing.
You just posted a post today about in society now where everything is fucking right now, why should I have to go read an article?
Yeah.
You just post about it. I want immediate results. I want it fixed now.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's what they're doing. They're doing exactly what you want. I want it fixed now.
Well, they should have called earlier. If you wanted it fixed, how about the earlier the better?
Well, they could have said, you should have came for your fucking hamburger earlier.
No, then I would. You know what? And I would have to take that
Talk about
excuse.
McDonald's.
I would have to take that excuse and just be like,
But,
okay.
but would you have been happy with it? No. What
No.
you would have said was, you motherfuckers, you still got 5 minutes on the goddamn clock. You have no right fucking shutting down. I'm here. You got to serve me. You're still working.
My point is that it's not to
He knows
piss
he
you
would've.
off. It's not to piss you off. It's because they're selfish and they want their fucking shit done. Period. It's not because they're going, because gays too many save. No.
Oh, I knew one motherfucker that used to call like
You know
right
one
when we got in.
motherfucker. You know one motherfucker.
This dude used to call right when we'd get in. And when he would make shitty cracks about, oh, I know, take a swallow of your coffee before you take my... And it's like, nigga, you're calling up to order some shit. You know, this shit can wait. Matter of fact, you could have voicemailed this shit.
Maybe
to
it
us.
couldn't. Maybe they've been trying to do this forever. This is the first time they had that couple minutes they could get in before you shut down.
These are old people. They'll be dead soon. They got plenty of time, man.
Well, I guess not if they're dying soon, right?
Yeah,
that made sense.
Well,
I think you're grasping now. You got plenty of time. You'll be dead in a week.
Yeah, they're old. You know, they're old and they got all this time to do nothing and fucking, you know, wake up at 5 in the goddamn morning. You know, these are people that are up at 5 in the morning. You know, they could have been doing this shit then. They could have been calling, leaving voicemails at least. You know. So, but instead, no, I gotta call you 2 minutes, and you're going to talk to me. God damn it, I don't care if it's 2 minutes before the end of your shift.
That's gonna be you when you're old. You're already halfway there, dude.
Well,
you're already that bitter. You're gonna be there.
But you know, okay, why am I that bitter though?
I don't know why.
Look at how society is, man. Look how shit is. You guys know it. You talk about it all the time.
Well, yeah.
You know.
But
what?
We're not freaking out if someone comes in 2 minutes before. If someone wants to take their show to the last minute, I do that. That's my job. That's what I do.
Okay.
I'm not going to freak out and get pissed off over it. I mean, hey, I might not want to be here 24/7, but that's my fucking job. That's what I do.
But sometimes you've had some bullshit. There's been some bullshit.
Sometimes. I get bullshit all the time.
Right. And
But
you bitch about it, and that's okay.
Well, I bitch about it, sure, but I'm not freaking out on somebody for a 2 minute goddamn
to go
deal.
Share that shit at the tree-hugging coffee shop, fucking bitch.
Well, I mean, she's talking to me with her self-righteous bullshit.
How do you know she was being self-righteous?
Because she is. Well, you'll see. You know, compassion will be returned. Oh, wow. Have you experienced this, you bitch? No, I don't think so. This is all.
She probably has.
You know what? Okay. And well,
I don't think she was trying to be self-righteous. I think she thought you were seriously angry, and she was just trying to tell you calm down a bit.
But everybody's experience is different. You know, I love how somebody just tries to tell you what's good for them should work for you too, and it doesn't work that way. You know,
you so buckle everything. I mean,
no, I'll tell you about something that happened yesterday. There was
well, it's maybe a different subject. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a different subject, but kind of along the same lines. Remember I told you there's this this networking group I go to, the breakfast group that I go to all the time. And so there's that woman that always stands up at the end and gives her 15 minutes of motivational bullshit, you know, which is some really it's fluff is what it is. And so she stands up and she starts giving her thing, and she's talking about, you know, when you give love to other people and it's not reciprocated, it means that, you know, that person has a fear, and that's why they're not reciprocating. And you know what? I've been on both ends of that. So I've been that person who's given the love and haven't had it reciprocated. And I've also been that person that has been loved, but I don't reciprocate it. And it's not always, but it doesn't always, I guess what I'm saying is it isn't always fear. Sometimes you just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes there's no chemistry. I'll give you that.
Right. Sometimes
what does this have to do with what we were talking about, though?
well, it's the same kind of shit though. It's like everybody's trying to project their belief.
Not everybody. You can't take the small group of people that you encounter and say that's everybody. If you ask me something, I'm not going to give you my fucking opinion on it. You know why? Because opinions are fucking bullshit. If I don't have experience in something, then I'm not going to fucking tell you what I think.
Well,
I'll give you my experience. This is what happened to me,
and
this is what I did. And this was the outcome.
Well, that was she
I don't
was,
want your fucking opinion.
She was acting like it was fact. Well, give some compassion and it'll be returned. Well, you can't always say that.
She should have said it's in my experience. When I've given compassion, I've gotten it in return.
And maybe that's what she meant.
It's the way that you should word it. It's my experience that when I give somebody compassion, somewhere along the lines, the universe comes back around and gives it back to me.
My experience is different, and that's it. And
I can never imagine you showing when have you been compassionate and they fucked you?
Oh. When have I been compassionate and they fucked me? In a lot of situations.
Okay.
There's been a lot of situations where I've been, hell, you listen to people, you let them, I got this going on, I got that going on, I got and you try to be okay, I got you, and they just fuck you over, man. They're just taking advantage of you, is what it is. And
I think you've just had a lot of bad experiences, and you're altered from it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't think you've had very positive interactions with enough people. I think you've had more negative, and now this is the outcome.
I mean, I've had some good interactions with people too. Don't get me wrong. There've been some great interactions, but there's just been a lot of fuck faces that I'm like, you know what? I just watch my back. That's all. That's what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And but when people start telling you, and start talking, I don't know. I just feel that when people start coming that way, the way she was coming at me on Facebook, it's very condescending almost. It's like, my friend, let me explain to you, like, oh, gee, you are all knowing. She's trying to come at me like she's the Maharaji or some shit, and it's just like, no, that may not be what works for me. And you know what? Guess what? I like to rant on Facebook. That's why, that's just my thing.
You like to rant everywhere.
I know. I rant.
Facebook, Experience Project here.
I rant everywhere. This is what I do. I'm a ranter. I like to get different people's opinions.
Fish, McDonald's and shit. Everywhere. Everywhere you go.
Damn right.
Red Lobster, your job.
Yeah.
Do you do it at your job?
To certain coworkers, I might,
But I mean, you really can't do it.
I can't. Oh, no, not to other, people that I talk to in public. No. Well, that's the other thing too, guys. You remember with my job, I gotta be corp all day.
So you're one of these. That's why the corporate guys go out and get tied up and put diapers on.
Damn right.
They want to be told by the woman.
Because you get tired of being like, oh, Charlie, oh, yes, Dimble Darley. All of a sudden you want to fucking let loose, So that's the whole thing there. And that's why I let loose.
Okay.
And you see, I got motherfuckers texting me and calling me during shows and shit. And,
Does she know you're on the show right now?
I didn't say anything, but you should know.
Why should she know?
This is somebody who's known me for, what, about the same amount of time Jerkman has, pretty much.
Maybe she doesn't care enough to know what time. She knows you do a show, but not what time.
Well, then maybe you ought to figure it out. Especially that you're on my Facebook.
No, most people turn their phones off when they have to do something and they don't want a distraction.
Well, and that's true. But I guess I've always been in the habit, because there was a time back when Million was here when sometimes we wouldn't be broadcasting. So I'd need to
speaking
know.
of past, I talked to my ex today.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Oh, how'd that go, man?
It was fun.
Ugh, didn't sound good.
No, it was all right. I mean, it wasn't that bad, so.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to change the subject.
Tell
you
us
said
about
Million.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, because Million would try to sabotage shit. See, there you go. There's a scumbag thing right there that we had to deal with.
Towards the end of our relationship, don't work.
Yeah.
But I did have a little light blue one over there. I don't know what the hell ever happened to the damn thing.
Was that
a
light?
black one and a red one, and I don't know. Talking about the lighters, yeah. But yeah, that whole thing was, it was the end of our business relationship, and that's kind of the way it went.
All right, if he's got a problem with you, that's one thing. But you don't fuck the customers in the process.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But keep in mind, he was trying to drive me.
Lighter. I can't. It's so sad the way you have to light a match. A man shouldn't light a match to smoke a cigarette. A man should have a lighter.
What did
got to be
men do
kidding
before
me.
matches? Well, what did
I
men
don't
do
fucking
before
know,
lighters?
but a man should have a lighter, not matches.
Hey, I can light it in a cool way if I need to.
That was not cool. Don't
Okay,
do that
let's try
anymore.
this one.
Don't
Tell
do
me.
that anymore.
See if this works.
That's like you're trying to be cool because they're fucking matches.
You have to. And
Right.
they're matches.
So there's your lighter. You don't have to try to be
Well,
cool now.
thanks.
You can just light your cigarette with ease God forbid it's windy for a second. Go ahead, do your little fucking cool match. I saw it out there. I saw it out there. I saw it. I noticed it.
He's used to Pennsylvania, lighting logs in the forest and shit.
See, look at that. I don't light logs in the forest in Pennsylvania. You're
Is that what you
automatically
guys do?
assuming that that's what we do there.
Well, that's
no,
what
we
else
go
do you do
fishing
there?
and eat fucking frogs.
Okay, but what about lighting
Sure, that's
logs
what
in
you
the
think.
What about lighting logs in the forest? I mean, you
We
had to
don't
do it
light
sometimes.
logs in the well, yeah, I did a couple
Lighting
times.
logs in the forest.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
We're
weren't you guys
camping.
chopping down trees and bringing home wood for the furnace?
You got me. Yeah, sure fuck did.
In your Pennsylvania and all.
Yeah,
Hey,
I was a regular hillbilly hick.
from them stories we hear, man, about what's his name was telling us the other night.
Wow.
Hey, boy,
Talking
you
about
look like
Eric.
you're from the Taylor Band.
He was using the wrong fucking accent. First of all, it's not Southern.
That's the same shit, right? It's redneck. I mean, it's what?
Really? So New York is redneck?
Oh, New York is not redneck.
Well, never mind.
But you guys are kind of, I don't know, your guys' accent to me sounds almost Midwestern. With a little dick in the nose, of course.
I don't believe I have this major accent.
You don't have an accent.
You do have an accent. You do
No,
have
it
an
doesn't.
accent. There's certain things you say. How's come? And
Have you ever heard me say how's comma?
Never.
oh yeah, no, I've heard you say it. Or how's
Never.
about? I've heard you say how's about. I got archives with you saying how's about. All
There
Okay,
may have said how's
about.
about. Yeah, I may have said
but
that.
it's
Yeah.
not an accent, it's a term.
Yeah.
It's the terminology, his language, perhaps, in
Well,
certain
certain-
areas, but not an accent.
But he'll say sure. Oh, why sure?
Sure.
Sure.
What's wrong with sure?
I say
Sure.
sure.
You say sure, I say sure.
You say sure?
Sure.
Sure. Like when somebody says yes, like yes.
Sure.
Sure.
I say sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
I've heard you say sure before. And what's another one? There's just certain words, certain things you say, man. I do hear an accent.
You just want me to be a hillbilly hick.
That's, people have called you a hillbilly hick. I haven't had to say anything.
Yes, I have heard that a couple times, and I'm not exactly sure why, but I don't find myself to be
I
a
don't see
hillbilly
that.
hick.
I don't see
Not
that.
a hillbilly. I didn't say you're a hillbilly hick. You might have lived around him.
I've
but-
also been told that I sounded, 67?
Oh, yeah, that one.
I don't think I sound 67 either.
No, maybe about
Forget the
77,
frog.
but
Yeah, and the frog.
maybe
She
about,
just gets a kick out of that one. Don't forget the frog.
That one's funny.
well, 67. That's funny.
Get the frog, boys. Yeah, but that was Bill, for God's sake. Wasn't it Bill that said I sounded
Bill
67?
said you sounded old. Yeah, he
Wow.
did. So, hey, you sound like an old guy, man. Fuck.
I'm really upset by that comment on.
I know, you've been
fucking-
so worried about this.
You're
I
still
can tell
tripping
it's
off
written
that
all over
shit.
your face.
I'm not. I'm talking about the comment that was left on the picture about Jerry. I'm really
Oh.
upset about that.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to find it
I'm
for
really, really mad.
Wait, what was said? What was
you. Actually, someone, I'll find it. It was like, I think last Friday.
Yeah, somebody on my friends list apparently commented on one of the pictures of all three of us
Oh.
and said, you need to get the fat one out of there.
Oh, shit.
Well, they said a little more than that, and I'll
talking about
bring
me?
it up.
No,
Yeah,
me
no, they're talking about
and
you.
Ocelot and Jerkman have a picture of all three of us for our show.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's out there?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And they said you need to get the fat. Who's the fat one? I guess, I mean,
That would have been you.
well, I wasn't in the picture you said.
Wait, I put you in there.
Oh. Am I in
No,
there?
I'll find it. No, you're not in there.
Oh, okay.
They were talking about Jerry.
Oh, wow. That's fucked up.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, it was totally uncalled for.
Like, why would you go? Why would
Especially
you
when
make
you
a
don't know who the
comment
person
about
is.
somebody else's friend, and you're on their? It's not like it was just a random person. Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it is a random person, but they're on my friends list.
Right. It's
And
like you don't know that. They don't
First
even
of
know.
all, I added them because I thought they were a fan or something. I thought they were part
And
of
they
your
very
guys'
well could
thing.
be.
But you don't go on a picture and make a comment about somebody.
Well, yeah, especially if you don't know the relation. You know,
Right.
that could have been your sister. That could have been, who
Yeah.
the fuck knows who that is. Wow. It's kind of fucked up.
I may find it. Well, no, Jerry posts quite a bit. So.
Yeah, you guys, that's a lot of posting. A lot of
It's
postery.
fucking ridiculous.
Let's see, that's the kind of
But
shit.
it didn't show up on my end, is the thing.
Well, it just said friends with you.
Right, but what I'm saying is it couldn't have been he commented on my picture because it didn't show up on my end.
Well, and that's the whole thing. It should have showed up on your end simply because I posted and tagged both of you in it. So it should have went to your Facebook page too.
it didn't.
Very
It's
strange.
not even in my notifications.
Huh, weird. Yeah, because it should
And
be.
it's kind of funny now because it say we are unable to return me to Facebook. They won't even let me in right now.
See, there's some jarlosity.
I'm probably listening to you.
Some unnecessary bullshit.
Or maybe my hillbilly accent.
Oh, that could be. That's possible.
Decided to get rid of me.
They hear the dick in the nose.
Like,
you
we
know?
can't have him on Facebook anymore. He's too much of a hillbilly hick.
Yeah. See, at least when I bitch on my own page. I don't go bitching on other people's shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know if you do that or not.
Yeah.
So you don't post on nobody else's.
Well, I do comment on stuff, but, usually it's friends
Okay,
of mine.
here's today's. So just go back.
Yeah, I don't have a comment.
How far back? Do you know?
It was last Friday.
Oh, last Friday? Well,
Yeah,
you
last
got
Friday
a ways to go, man.
Well, I can
Especially
get
with all
there.
the shit you post.
Well, you should be able to see it in your status or your notifications that
Oh, my
someone
God.
made a comment on your picture.
It would take me even longer to
Yeah,
go
he's
to my
probably got a shitload
notifications.
of notifications.
I get, you would not believe.
He's getting notified left and right, man. So
I'm an important
he
hillbilly
is. He's a
hick.
jolly. I mean,
Apparently.
he's jingle
I
jolly.
don't know. I'm just that type of shit, man. First of all, you're fucking ignorant, okay? You spell things with K's and fucking stupid shit with Z's. And
So you don't even know who that is, huh?
No, I thought it
Well,
was.
actually, when he does his spelling, he
He's a fucking
alternates
idiot.
between lowercase and capitals.
Right, like that makes
Yeah.
him fucking cool.
Cool.
Is it somebody I know, or is it just
Must-
somebody?
No.
I don't know who or how he came about,
Oh.
but I wouldn't have added him if I
Oh,
thought
that's where
he
I
was
find
just
this and
a-
tell you. You probably will not be happy.
He's a fan, then, is what you're saying.
Well, apparently he doesn't mind the way I look or AK here, but he just does not like
I mean,
us a lot for some reason.
that's weird. It's like, you really don't know who's in the show and who's what, and
No, you really don't.
it's like, you got to be careful who you make comments about. But then again, man, it's just part of how it is, man. People are going to say what they're going to
Entertainment.
say.
People are gonna
Hell,
say
I got
shit.
called the Fat Mr. Clean. Remember that?
Yeah, you did. What was I called that time? Remember? What was that?
Yeah, there was something.
Well, that was the hillbilly hick, I think.
Was it the
I think-
hillbilly?
yeah, I think she said, "You sound like a hillbilly."
Or something. She called you.
Then again, I considered the source and kind of moved on.
Yeah, well, that was that was what's his name? Sister, I think, wasn't it? Polo's sister.
Yeah, I believe
Maybe they
so.
comment. Yeah, she called you something. Yeah, there was some kind of weird
May have been her. I don't know.
weird name she had for you too. But I remember me being the Fat Mr. Clean.
Yes, you were the fat Mr. Clean.
And something else. Yeah. So it's a low energy night, guys.
Not really. It was pretty high. We're just trying to find this thing right now.
Ah,
We gotta go to commercial.
Well, let's go to
I
commercial.
actually have to go
She's
get
going
my
to
boys.
be leaving.
Oh, you're taking off? Well,
Yeah.
AK, we'll see you.
All
Thanks
right.
thanks for hanging
Thanks
out for a little
having
bit.
Me. Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll probably see you next week sometime,
And
right?
you come back and talk hillbilly with us again.
Darmo Shabadoo. Be right back, bitches.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that, and guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did happen a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum water.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking toleration, thinks that you're fun. My tongue's replacing a gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio. It's the shit that hurts me. When I see since it's the shit that hurts me. The EJ. It's the shit that hurts me. Jimmy Black.
Oh, yes, bitches. I knew I heard something.
And you were right. You
we
did.
walked in, I'm like, are we on? What the fuck's
We
going
just
on here?
caught the tail end of that one. We
Yeah.
barely made it in.
That's how it was. We were outside bullshitting and talking about this, that, and whatever. Oh,
This,
'cause-
that, and the other thing.
But see that, but
and shores.
sure.
Sure.
And how's come this was happening? And,
I don't
and
know.
How's about this? So I don't know, man. Okay, my thing is, I know you guys are busting my balls for I need to be more compassionate and this and
you
that.
should have a little bit left in you somewhere, right?
Yeah, but you know what? There's so much dumb bullshit. It's like I might as well just have fun fucking with things and talking shit about things.
So you're doing this as more of amusement to yourself than you are to just pretty much really hurt people.
I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm figure I'm going to take a lemon and make it lemonade, man. That's always been my policy, So I'm just going to take things that piss me off and make fun of them.
Even the guy at the 2-minute mark?
Oh, that guy? Yeah, that pissed me off, granted, but it's
I was
like
going to say, it sounded like it pissed you off.
it did piss me off, and it's annoying, but so I'm going to take shit that annoys me and talk about it,
I'm just going to drink more.
That's all right.
I think I should become an alcoholic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That might be all right. You know?
It might be all right.
Might be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You were, just kind of the shit. You said it's been kind of a fucked up day for you. I don't really know what happened, but
yeah,
you know.
it's, and I still don't even know what's the ending part to this whole day yet. So it's been one of those days, and it was time for me just to get a nice beer and sit back and get out of my head, I should say, not into it.
So, well, hey, man, but that's what it is. Shit's just a lot of times, things that you were promised that you thought were going to happen don't fucking happen the way you think they are.
Well, and there's certain things you would like to see in life, and
you're not asking for much. That's it. That's it.
I wasn't.
I know how it is, man. It's I'm the same way. It's like you're not asking for some major shit to happen or something.
God, I'm asking to be treated like a fucking human.
Right, exactly. So how fucking simple is that?
There's times I go home at night and just sit there by myself and cry and fucking, I get teared up over a lot of things, and it's just a lot of pain inside. People just don't realize, they may see me walking around thinking I'm happy-go-lucky in that, but I've got a lot of pain inside.
Yeah.
And you need to get it out sometimes. And
absolutely. Oh, well, that's why I do what I do, man. I figure.
So that's your way of getting the pain out.
Yeah, I figure I'm not gonna sit here and be upset and be, I'm gonna enjoy shit, because you never know, man. Tomorrow somebody may throw the switch, and you may be a dead man.
Boy, I can only wish.
So, see, I like life, man. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna enjoy it as long as I'm here.
I can't say I don't like life. I just. To me, there's just a lot of stuff that goes on that you just think it's just kind of unnecessary to even happen. I mean, I see a lot of good people being hurt that don't need to be hurt. And you see the assholes of the world that are going around doing this, and they seem to be unscathed. They seem to be just, whether they are or not, I don't truly know.
Assholes that'll call you 2 minutes before the end of your shift. Because trust me, there are those kind of people. You got to admit.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they're so much of an asshole. I'm talking about people that go around deliberately using and hurting other people just for their own benefit.
Oh, yeah.
Those kind of people I have no time for. There's really no reason to do that. There's no reason that you can't do, you can't help one another to get by. I don't think we were put on this planet to hurt one another just to get an advantage. And if you do think that, or you do react that way, or treat people that way, then get the hell out of my life, because I don't need you there.
Yeah,
I don't want them kind of people around me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I want to have their back, and I want them to have mine. Bottom line, we're all going through this in one fucking time. There's going to be a time when you're going to be looking on your deathbed and think, wow, who gives a shit about me, and who did I give a fuck about? Yeah. And if you can't see anybody and or think of that, then what purpose was your life? What good did you do to anybody or anything?
Well, there you go. That's the whole thing. They're not even thinking about that. They're
they're not, because you know what? They think of what they see right here, right now. Okay. Let me give you a little bit of an enlightenment here, people. What if there is an afterlife? What if there is a God? What if what you're doing right now doesn't mean shit, or what you're doing right now means everything to you in the end of all this? You going to feel so good after that, or are you going to try to kiss ass then too? Because it may be a little too late.
Well, that's it. They'll try the kissy ass later.
Right.
And
help people while you're here, while you can. Yeah. You don't have to. I'm not saying go out and take everybody under your wing or this or that. But when you find good people, don't do the domino effect. Don't turn into an asshole to tip them into an asshole to another one. Don't fuck good people.
Right.
Bottom line.
Right. Well, but, hey, assholes, I don't mind fucking them.
Well, assholes kind of expect that, because that's what they're doing. So to them, they don't take anything from it, to be honest with you. They just like, hey, you try to fuck me, but I'll fuck him back even twice as hard.
Yeah. Well, but you know how it is. You'll see some people sometimes, that fucked others over in the past, and then all of a sudden, or fucked you over in the past,
right?
And then have the nerve to come back and.
Well, people do. I'm not saying that there aren't people out there that have done dumb shit, and then came back around and thought, oh wow, I've come to my senses and realized that I hurt a good person. I would like to make amends for that. That's fine. Not that it's fine, but if they're willing to make amends and they're willing to be honest with themselves and you, then you can't fault them for that. You can still say, hey, look, you fucked me. I don't know how much I'm going to trust you right now, but
you're
at least you're trying.
Me, Charlie Brown.
Well, you got to be. That's what's being a fucking human. This is where everything is lost.
See, for me, I'm like, if you fuck me, you're done. You're done.
But see, this is where everything's lost. Okay, supposing you fucked up, would you want somebody to understand if you realized, oh, wait a minute. Okay, supposing you're walking out in the street. You didn't know any better, and you did something fucking stupid and got hit by a car. Do you think the ambulance guy should walk up and say, hey, dumb shit, I'm going to leave you fucking lay there and die because you're the dumbass that did it?
Well, you know.
No, you
sometimes
can't look at life like
if
that.
you're dumb, if you do dumb shit, you know, there have been moments where, guess what? The only fault is this person right here.
Well, and I'm not saying,
you know?
I'm not saying that, you know, that karma or whatever cannot come around and do its justice. That's fine.
Right.
But what I'm simply stating is that are you any better than them if you're going to act like them?
Well, you know, I'm not striving for being better.
Don't be a domino. Don't be knocked over in a domino of assholes. That's the bottom line, you
I
know?
don't know.
Because how many times have we talked about this? Look, you can have a good man or a good woman, and they get into a relationship. Now they've gotten into a relationship with someone that's fucked up, right?
Right.
And all they're doing is fucking with that girl or man's mind, you know, and turning that good person into a fucking asshole. So now what happens next? That person's going to date your fucking ass, and then they're going to fuck you up because they were fucked up. Instead of stopping that domino effect, we just keep passing it on. You know, that would have been the same as me with my dad. You know, my dad was he was a fucking runaround. He beat us. He did all kinds of fucked up shit. Now, and told me I was a pussy my entire life because I wasn't a man and this and that. Now, had I carried it on to my kids, you know, what would I have been doing?
Right, you would have been continuing the domino effect.
Right, exactly right.
But at the same time, that person doesn't deserve any extra respect. You shouldn't. I don't know. Should you forgive that person for what they did? I don't think so.
Okay, well, I tried at one point in time. You know, there was a time when he was my dad, you know, he's my father, so I did try to reach out a couple times, but he continued to keep doing the same thing. You know, there was a time when he said, "Oh, son, you know, I know life was rough when you were kids and blah 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 and this and that," and I went back to him, you know, and talked to him and stuff, but he still had the same shit. He still acted the same way. So for me, it was easy at that point to walk away. But at least I know, me being a person, you know, I gave that chance for it to happen. You know, I can walk away with a clean slate saying, hey, look, you know, you are still an ass. You probably will always be an ass until you wake up and realize you're an ass. You know, that's your life.
I guess for me, I don't give second chances. You know, you fuck up, you fucked up.
Well, I mean, it depends on what the chance. If they chop your fucking arm off, I don't think I'm going to welcome them back later on and say, hey, I got another arm just in case.
Right, exactly.
I'm not saying to an extreme, but I'm simply stating that, you know, there's some things can be forgiven as long as the person really wants forgiveness.
Right. Well, and I guess it depends. It's a case
Depends on the situation.
Case by case situation, you know. Well, I mean, there's some things, like some might think I was being really trivial with the one chick who didn't, you know, took a month to text me back. And remember that bullshit?
Yeah, I remember that.
And then now I'm not, you know, responding to her or anything like. But you know, some people think I'm being a little bit trivial. You know.
Well, what do you think?
I think I'm doing fine. I'm just really. It's not a relationship I even care about, really.
Well, you guys really went out 2 dates.
Twice, yeah.
Twice. So
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like you guys were in love or.
No.
So it was something that just kind of went away to the wayside. That's it.
Pretty much.
It wasn't like you hate her, she hates you.
No, it's nothing like that. I just don't want to really even deal with her. I'm not into that flaky bullshit, you know.
Well, and that's your preference. That's your choice. You know, I'm not saying you have to go back and forgive this person. There's nothing to truly forgive. You guys didn't really mean much to one another.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to go out and be outright rude to her or mean or attack, but you know, you don't have to really kiss her ass either.
Yeah. Well, or the same thing that happened with, you know, Evander and the phone. Remember that bullshit? You know, like that's a motherfucker I just don't. Same thing. It's like, dude, you pulled some shit. You know, you showed your ass. You showed a plastic side of you. And I really don't want shit to do with you anymore, you know?
Right.
So even though he's tried to make amends and kept saying, oh, I'll make it up to you, man. I'll make it up to you. You know, I don't want you to make. You shouldn't have to make anything up to me.
You're talking about the guy that told you had cancer and didn't?
No, not that guy.
Oh.
What guy is that?
Well, remember the one that got $60 from you or
something?
something?
Oh, that son of a bitch. Oh, yeah. He can
yeah,
go,
see there, that son of a bitch.
He can rot in fucking hell,
that right there,
motherfucker.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't use a sickness or an illness to advance yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, that is bullshit.
He used something that, you know, is real for some people and made it his bullshit.
You know, there may be a day when he comes back around and may have it. And
well,
then
I will fucking rejoice.
Then he may want to come back in life and say, hey, wait a minute, you know, I may be meeting my maker soon, so I want to, you know, do some rights. And, you know, sometimes people don't want those rights being done.
I don't want him to do any rights for me. I want him to stay away, you know, just that kind of. But, yeah, that's another motherfucker. Same thing.
Right.
And then, you know, but just people when they fuck me, you know, because you shouldn't have to make anything up to me. If you're, you know, if you're real.
Well, no, I mean, nobody should. But the fact is we're all human and we do make mistakes.
Yeah, but okay. You know, we've been friends for 8 years, and
Yes, we have been.
you haven't done anything to me that desires making
I would
up.
not do that. That's not my personality.
Well, there you go. None of my good friends have ever had to make anything up to me.
I mean, I may have said some fucked up shit.
Well, we dig each other all the time.
Yeah,
we both say fucked up shit to each other.
because the fact that you're gay and I keep bringing it out on the air
Oh,
is
yeah.
probably not good.
And the fact that you went to a award ceremony and got pounded in the ass, you know that.
Wow, really? I didn't go out on a date with that guy. He asked me because I said my date canceled at the last minute.
Right.
And he so apparently he thought, hey, you've been shot down by 2 women. Maybe you need a dick. I don't know. But
Maybe you'll suck a little dick. Huh? What do you think?
But I still responded politely and said, no,
That's all
thank
you can do at that point.
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to say?
Hey, faggot, leave me alone.
Yeah,
You know?
that's not my
Yeah.
personality. It's his preference, and that's fine. But
Right.
it's not mine.
Although, man, he should dig a little deeper. Obviously, you asked 2 women.
Right.
You know.
Well, I could be bisexual for all he knows.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. That's
He
it.
doesn't.
If
but
you don't know,
but you
man,
don't know. I mean, it's the same as saying that you think a girl likes you. You don't know for a fact. So if you don't know for a fact, you should never take that chance and ask.
Well, I mean, that's true, but with something like that, though, you're crossing the boundary of.
It's the same thing. It doesn't matter male, female. It's you're putting a stigma there, saying that because he's gay, he shouldn't come out and ask another man. Well, that's the same thing as asking a woman if you're a male, or
Well, and that woman could be gay too. I guess,
that's what I'm
you know?
saying. So you can't say that. Well, I could ask a female because they're the opposite sex, but a male couldn't ask, or I couldn't ask another male if I was gay because that's just inappropriate.
Right. Well, he should have been. Maybe he should have just come right out and be like, "Hey, dude,
Well, do you do that? If you're going to go out and ask a girl, do you come right out and say, "Hey, look, man, I'd like to dunk you"?
Well,
of course not. You
like that.
You simply say, "Hey, look, I'll go with you. I'd like to spend some time with you. Come out and say, "Hey, bitch, I got some knee pads. Want to suck my dick?"
I don't know how he came at you though. I mean, it was.
Well, he just simply said that when I said that I guess I'll be going alone tonight, and I put a little bit of a frown face, but I said, it'll be cool. I'll still have fun or something like that.
Right.
And he inboxed me and said that something about he would go or something like that, and I said, huh, because I didn't know what he was talking. He said, read your post. That's what he said. And I said, what post? And he said, the post about you going out alone tonight. And I was like, okay. So I went and looked. I didn't see anything. And I went back and I said, well, what are you talking about? He says, well, if you want to go out, I can go out. I want something to do tonight. I'd like to have fun. So it could not have been a gay innuendo. I do not know.
Huh.
But the fact that if it was, it wasn't. That's fine. But I didn't know him. So I'm not going to just say, hey, yeah, we'll just go hang out. I don't know you.
Right. Exactly. Well, yeah, it's kind of a tough. And really, yeah, I guess he could have figured you were construing it as, yeah, all right, sure, dude, we'll go just be buds, man. We'll go hang out at this
It could have
event.
been. It may have been a hit. I don't know. Yeah. I won't guess into it.
I think we know what it was.
It could have possibly been. I think more than likely, yes.
Right. I'm sure that's what it was.
But at the same time, I'm not going to come down on him if he thinks I'm cute or maybe what. It doesn't matter.
You going to come down on him or are you going to go down on him?
Really? You want to go there, don't you? You want to match wits tonight?
Yeah.
I've had a beer in me because I won't give a shit what you talk about.
Well, but you won't. That's one beer, man.
Yeah.
Well, a couple beers.
It was a 24, so it was about 2.
That's like 2 beers?
Yeah, like 2 beers.
Man, you're a lightweight.
Of course I'm a lightweight. I don't drink.
Gotta get you back.
Shit, we went out the other night and we had a at the awards thing. We went in and they did a triple shot. I think it was about a double or triple shot of vodka.
God damn.
And I have not done that in years, and I took it down, and I stood there for a second thinking, oh boy, I know this is going to hit me. I have not drinking any liquor in years.
Wow.
And it was about 10, 20 minutes later, I was like, woohoo! Okay.
But you weren't sick. You weren't.
No,
right?
I didn't get sick. I didn't know what, because I used to drink vodka straight. That's what I used to drink. That was one of my. I used to when I was younger. Yeah, because I worked nightclubs. I was a DJ.
Right.
Shit, I was drinking like I was a fucking fish in the water. that was the thing I did.
Right.
I mean, shit, obviously it's different from DJing then till now, but some things haven't changed, which is the DJ, they always buy him booze and, they always want to pal up with the DJ because, ooh, I'm cool, I know the DJ sort of thing.
Well, you're going to be doing that here pretty soon, aren't you?
I'm looking to hope at least one time. I would like to go out and I do miss that. That's one of my, one of the biggest things that, for me, is my passion. I mean, I love radio, obviously.
Right.
I've changed it a little bit here since we've had all this crazy shit going on with the cameras and that. But yeah, I would like one night to go out and for a good cause. Yeah. I think that, there's a lot of children out there that either need fed or they need They need something. I mean, people just in general nowadays, we're all having it rough. I mean, you know, and sticking together and helping one another is the best way to get past something. You know, when if there's a piece of steak laying on the ground and everybody around you is hungry, you know, it's sometimes better to take that steak and share that steak instead of scarfing it all down yourself, because you never know when that person being selfish and you scarfed it down yourself, that person that you took it away from may find something later and say, hey, look, I would like to share with you now. Compassion is one of the biggest things that I think has been forgotten.
Yeah, it just depends on, you know, who it is.
It doesn't depend on who it is, because you know what? I'm the one at the end of the day that's got to go home with myself. Right. So if they want to be a dick, they want to be a fucker, they want to be whatever it is they want to be in life, so be it. You be that in life. I'm not going to be.
I don't know. For me, man, compassion's got to be earned.
You can't earn compassion. Compassion comes within you. You can't earn somebody's compassion.
I mean, I think.
So if you see a child out in the street and that you know they've got nothing,
well, because you know they've got nothing. That's
well,
obvious.
okay, but so you're going to say, well, look, little Johnny.
But I'm not feeding.
I'm
everybody.
sorry to see your. Well, okay.
You can't feed everybody, man.
No, you can't. No, you can't. But you can touch people in your lives, depending on how you do it and how you go about doing it.
Right, but you know what? There's genuine people who do need help, and then there's just
there are.
motherfuckers who are opportunists that, like that son of a bitch that stole money from me.
And that is true.
You know?
But you know what? It's not your karma. You know, you can't always tell who's lying and who's not.
No.
I mean, no matter how good of a character judger you are, you can't always tell.
I know. I've gotten taken a few times.
Right. So at the end of the day, you know, you could walk away going, hey, look, you know, whether that person took that money or took that food or whatever it is that you gave them and did what they were supposed to with it is on them at that point. You did what you felt you needed to do with the compassion in your heart and the feeling for a human being that you thought at that time needed that.
Right.
So, and that's simply how I live my life. I mean, I may die this way. I may die dirt fucking poor. I'm not planning on it. I mean, I figure that with enough good people, you know, we all pull together, we can win. Good's got to win sooner or fucking later. It just has to.
Well, you think?
Well, you would hope so. Yeah. I mean, if all I'm left on this planet with is that hope, then hey, at least I kept hope alive.
Let you have
more
it.
than better than, you know. I mean, sure, there's times, you know, that I would like to walk away and just sit back and say, you know what, sometimes it ain't worth it. But then there's that one person that'll come into your life and you'll go, wow, you know, had I not done that, that wouldn't have changed their lives. You know, so it's one of those deals where, you know, I can't say it's not a tough call. I mean, because there are times, like I said, I would like to just walk away and just say, hey, you know, I've done this so long. I've helped people. People have helped me, you know, but in return, I've kind of stood on my own, you know. But I think this time around, it's different. I do have good people in my life. I do have a lot of good things going, and I believe that it can be done. And if anybody can do it, I think we are the ones that can show the world, hey, it's not a shithole.
Right. Well, like I said.
Well, I mean, there are parts. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm living in fairy tutu land.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, you know that there are some people.
I mean, yeah. I think love's dead. I really do. I think.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I think for the most part that compassion and love is dead in most people.
Yeah. Well, and you want to love and you want to be compassionate, but
who doesn't?
At the same time, you know, it's too many motherfuckers, man. You know, you can't just keep putting yourself out there every time.
No, I'm not saying I'm putting myself out there every time. I mean, I do make judgment calls.
Right.
I mean, I do my best to try to weed out. I mean, I watch people's actions. I watch how they interact with other people, you know, and stuff like that. But you can kind of genuinely tell if, you know, after being around somebody a little bit of time, whether they do care. Because a lot of people have that block put up in the beginning because you're blocking because you don't know what that person's like.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So you'll put that fence up or that wall or whatever it is, you know. But most people really, if you just take that little gate down or that fence, you'll find out they want love, they want compassion, they want just what you want. It's just that they have been fucked so many times that they are willing to leave that wall there to never be hurt again.
Yeah, well, you know, you just sometimes you don't want to.
Come on, you do too. Don't you ain't bullshitting nobody.
Well,
don't tell me that if you didn't find the woman of your dreams that's
the point.
Or even or even a friend, you know. I mean, we're friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though I think you're an ass munch at times, we're still friends.
I mean, goddamn.
No, literally an ass munch. You know, that gay guy that you went out with.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Literally an ass munch, but
well,
I wouldn't think you were an ass munch in any other way.
I never munched in the ass though. So guess what? And it almost sounds like you got your ass munched the other night, but.
Nah.
Anyway. But well, no. If you found somebody great, you hope. But I'm just tired of getting my ball slammed.
Well, see, and that's what's happened with everybody. I mean, we all are, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But once you get a good set of people around, they're good. You build that colony, I guess you could say.
You just got to watch people.
Start spreading it around. Hey, if bad can spread, why can't good?
Well, I agree. But you gotta, you kind of have to be a little guarded.
Yeah.
Can't help you, but you can't just let everybody in and be like, oh well,
No,
give everyone a chance.
I
Fuck
am
'em.
not saying that. I mean, use your better judgment.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But you can't feel bad either if you've tried to do your best and felt as though that person or people were good people and you turned out not to be. You can't fault yourself for that.
Right.
Because a lot of people they feel like they've been used, so now they need to harden up and they need to go use people because they were just used. And that's like my dad beat me, so fuck it, I'm gonna beat my kids.
I'm gonna ass rape my children.
It doesn't make any sense to keep the shit going.
No, it doesn't. But at the same time, you got to be guarded.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying walk out and go throw flowers to everybody and I just love everybody and you're gonna put that bottle up my ass broken. I just love you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying that.
Well, that's why when she was saying that shit of give out compassion and don't come
but
back. I don't know, man, because I've given.
But you're saying compassion's earned. It can't always
be earned, man.
Well, how can it be earned? Like I said, that kid. Okay, you're sitting there saying that child sitting in the street, like we talked about earlier, that hasn't had any food. You say, well, they don't. But still, you're not making them earn your compassion to give them something to eat, are you?
No.
Okay, so then what you said is
they've already earned it.
Well, how could they have earned it?
Because obviously you can look at them and you can tell, hey, wait a minute.
But that's
man,
not
this
earned.
is real.
That's not earned. That's because you actually still have compassion. There's a difference.
Well, you have compassion if you see, obviously, what's the word I'm looking for? If you see a reason for it,
okay.
So and in this case, that's a pretty clear cut case. But now you've got other shit where it's not so clear cut.
No, you're right. Life isn't clear cut. Wished it was. Shit.
Oh yeah.
I would have been rich and helped a lot of people, and they would help. It would be a great place.
Yeah, everything should have been working.
But then again, it would be my world, so of course it would be great.
Yeah. Everything obviously.
Everybody, if they had their own world, would be fucking great.
If it was my world, it'd be the best. No, if it was mine, it'd be the best.
Some other people might not agree with that one.
It's very relative. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like video games, ass fuck.
Well, too fucking bad. It's my world.
I made you all have video games. Ain't that nice of me? I hate video games.
Well, too goddamn bad. You start loving them now.
But yeah, I think if we start showing our children and start, some cycles have been sent out so strong that it's hard to break, but it needs to be spun the other way again. And I can't sit here and say that I want to be a good person and continue doing what other people are doing, whether they've done it to me or not.
Right.
Because then I am no better than they are, and I've got no right to speak because I'm a fucking hypocrite.
That's right, goddammit.
That's
we'll be right back, bitches.
Yes, we will. Maybe. Depends. I'm going to have another beer.
Yeah.
Sincere Jimmy Black.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that, and guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do, so don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
Answer me this. When did happen a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts if you
download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio.
Yes, bitches. Welcome back to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me.
Once again, a close call getting in here.
Yeah, we've been doing that all night. I'm not sure what's the deal, man.
It's been one of those days.
We get out there, we get talking, and start getting in our own heads and blowing off some steam, and it's been a blow off some steam type week, I guess, huh?
It's been something like that.
One of those weeks, you know.
Today has been just a really fucked up day for me. So.
Well, hey, man, you know we all
get them.
I'll get it somewhere somehow.
Yep.
But you know, here's something I think is kind of funny. You know when you're they always want you to troubleshoot all the time,
right?
You know, with you know, programs that aren't working and shit that's not. First fucking thing they'll do is shoot you to some FAQ page and say, you know, is this helpful? Is that? And it's like, dude, I don't want to fucking read articles. You know, I want to remedy my problem. What do I do to remedy my problem? Don't give me an article to read.
Well, everything's online nowadays. So.
Well, I know everything's online, fine, but
that's how you remedy your articles anymore, or your issues. You don't talk them out with somebody. You don't go to
read an article.
You don't go to a psychiatrist to actually talk out your problems. You go to him for the prescriptions.
Yeah, well, and that's it. They want you to read up on shit.
Everything's changed.
Read about this. Well, fuck all that. I don't, you know, especially in the day and age when everybody's got ADHD and wants instant gratification. How do they expect you to read articles about shit?
You know, these are people that can't sit still for 5 minutes, but yet they want you to read up on some bullshit. You know, it's kind of fucked up, man. It's a contradiction, really.
Yeah, it is tough nowadays. Everything's so quick to move along, but yet.
Well, everything's so contradictory. You notice that? It's like it's okay to contradict yourself.
Yeah, it is okay.
You know, we pointed it out several times in several situations where it's like, well, it's this, but it used to be that. You know, like for instance, now hard work and doing what you have to do to get to the top or whatever, is sort of looked down upon. Now it's about how much dick you suck and how much who you're blowing and who you're rim jobbing and hand fucking and whatever.
Really, all those?
Yeah, well, or that and throat fucking too.
Okay.
You
gotta say you missed one, didn't you?
Well, yeah. There's a lot of things you could be felching out. You could be felching out ropelets of cum out of someone's colon. And
I figured you.
That's what a lot of people like to do. Oh, I gotta. I always take it to the extreme, but that's what it is. That's revered nowadays. Like even being a I was saying that the other night. I think you guys heard me where I said I'm going to take the sociopath route now.
Yes, I remember.
Because sociopaths are revered now. Everybody looks at them like, "Oh, you poor sociopath. You've been through so much. Yeah, your life was hard. Your dad ass raped you. So you know what? We're gonna give you all the little perks that are possible, and we're gonna call what you have a disease, and we're gonna make it so you can get disability, and just bullshit like that. So, it's just kind of funny how that's now how things have changed.
Yeah, a lot's changed.
Oh yeah, it's changed. So anyway, but yeah, everything's a big, it's a contradiction. Things are different than they used to be. The stuff that was looked down upon is now very highly revered, and it's okay to be dumb. It's okay to graduate high school and not know how to read. And it's okay to, to be a lying piece of shit. That's okay. Like I said, just okay to be a sociopath. And just blame it on shit that happened to you in the past. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm just gonna start blaming shit on everything that happened to me in the past. All my fucked up behavior. I'm gonna say it's because of something that happened to me in the past.
I believe it is. I think you need a psychiatrist.
No, I need to read an article. Give me an article about it, and I'll read about it.
I'm going to send you one. Go look it up. I'll send it to you on your Facebook tonight. So after we get done with the show, go home, sit back, read it. Learn on why you're doing what you're doing.
Oh, that's great.
And then let me know if that helped you or not.
Okay. Should I click yes if it was helpful?
Yes, click yes if it was helpful.
Yeah. Well, even with technical shit too, they want you to read a bunch of FAQs and a bunch of other dumb shit, and you're like, dude, I don't want to sit there and do that shit. I want to sit there. I want to get this fixed. Let's get it remedied. What do we do to get this remedied? How do we make this work? Sitting and reading a bunch of articles isn't gonna do anything for me.
Well, I guess some people does help.
Not me, man. Because it's all about me. I'm just selfish, and that's my thing. According to AK, I'm just a selfish motherfucker.
Well, there are times when you speak that way, so it can't be construed as being that.
I don't know. I mean,
because you do get kind of worked up, and you get really like, fuck them, hope they all die in their own feces.
Hey, some motherfuckers deserve that shit. Hey, if you're stupid, what happens to you in other countries? If you're in Bangladesh,
I don't know. I don't live in other countries.
Well, trust me now. If if you're dumb in another country, if you're a fucking moron, you die in your own shit and piss.
Well, that's what we're told. I don't know if that's true or not.
That's what happens.
Really?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I was going to say, you haven't been there.
I haven't been there. I can't tell you. But you know what? I'm pretty sure that's what happens. There's not all these little, workarounds and things that are going to help you up the ladder, and everybody gives you a handout.
Once again, I don't know. I'm not from another country.
I would suspect no.
No, that's a good possibility.
So, but, hey... It's just after a while you get tired of the shit. You get tired of the stupidity.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that there isn't a bunch of dumbasses walking around.
Oh.
But like AK said, you wouldn't have, wouldn't it be better if they were just all killed off? No.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not the one to do that because I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah. See, for me, I think
because like I said, there's always someone smarter than you, and then you're the dumbass, and you should be killed off.
Well, it's for me. I just think that there's clear and present
for God's
lines
sakes,
of stupidity.
For God's sakes, you're blind. You're fucking broken to begin with. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, but I think there are. Yeah, but at least mine doesn't affect my brain, and my shit doesn't affect
How do you
other
know?
people. I did because I do know.
See, you're living in your own world, so maybe you truly are that way, and everybody's like, you know what? We're just waiting for the right moment to take your ass out because you're blind and broken.
Well, you know, it's funny too.
What?
You get those people that you know, it's almost like they want you to fuck up. They want you to fail.
Right.
Like, for instance, there was I was pointing this out the other day. It was at this health fair I was at. My assistant had to leave. He had to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to pack up and then, you know, catch paratransit and leave and head back to the office.
Right.
So I asked this other guy from another organization. I said, hey, you know, he's got to leave. Is it okay at the end of the event if you come over, help me pack up? Because I kind of welcome assistance packing the suitcase, just because sometimes when I do it, it's not the neatest,
right,
and things can get bent and broken and stuff like that. So I really don't want to do that. I want to try to avoid that if I can.
Well, I went out with you that one event. So.
Well, yeah, and like you packed it. You packed it well. But
well,
I know why you packed it well.
Yeah, of course, because I watched you at Red Lobster.
That's who's going to be coming along with you to the award ceremony. You must pack it well. So, anyway, where the fuck was I, man?
I don't know. You tried to get that
train of thought.
joke in there.
The guy, so I'd asked him, I said, do you mind helping me pack my stuff up and get me out to the front? Because this was at the Suncoast Casino,
right,
you know, and so it's a big-ass hotel. And it's
Isn't that where we went to?
We were at Rio.
Rio,
actually.
that's right.
Yeah, this is Suncoast. But casinos are a bitch to navigate anyway, in my case.
They are.
So,
They
anyway, I asked him to do this little fucking thing for me. And he says, oh, fine, no problem. Well, come time to pack it up, I'm checking the time. I'm like, I need to get my ass out there. The bus is going to be there soon. So I start packing up everything. And then he kind of walks over and is like, so when's your bus coming? And I'm like, dude, in like a couple of minutes. I need to have this shit packed up. And so as he can see, his ass should have been here doing it, but he wasn't, you know, which,
right,
okay, fine. I'm not paying him. You know, I simply asked him as a favor. He didn't do it. So I was like, well, fuck, I can't really jump his shit. So anyway, I'm packing everything up, and he says to me, you know, he was like, well, what about your bus? I mean, they're only going to be here. I said, yeah, they're coming at such and such time. And he goes, you can't call them and tell them to come a little later? And I'm like, dude, you know, a lot of sighted people act like, I call it entitlement, because they act like paratransit and things like that are entitlements. You know, that they think you should be entitled to because God fucked you over because you're blind. You know what I'm saying? It's that mentality. It's like, you deserve this. Look what they've done to you. You should have, paratransit should be able to come when you want them to. They're a limo service for you. And it's like, no, it's not, doesn't work that way. It's a shared ride system. You take the rides that come when you need them, you know, when they can give them to you.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, and you could just kind of tell he was getting a little bit annoyed, like, see, I told you you can't do this alone. You know, it's like, oh, what? You got annoyed at me because it's something I asked you to help me fucking do. You know? So now all of a sudden they want to pin it back on you like you're the idiot. and that's just, I don't know, he didn't come out and say that, but that was just kind of the vibe I got from him. Like, you know, oh, damn it. You blind people are a pain in the fucking ass. You know that? So, you know, it's that same kind of shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same. You know, they act like you're stupid, and you're not doing anything wrong, man. You're just like, look, I asked you for a little bit of assistance. The one goddamn thing you know, and this is what pisses me off. Sighted people will help you with shit you don't need help with, and then things you obviously could use some help with, they're not helping you. They won't help you. And it's like, okay, you guys are useless, you know, useless.
I refuse to help your blind ass.
Well, that's fine. I never asked your ass to help me. What did I ever ask you to help me do?
You can get around just fine. You don't need my fucking help.
Well, it's getting around is fine. But that's it.
But I feel bad for you in a way, though.
Yeah, people, oh, yeah? Are you showing compassion?
Yeah, I'm trying to show compassion.
Oh, okay. Compassion.
I feel bad for you. Because I know you have to hate the world. You were born blind.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, that's another thing. You know, when I ran on Facebook and shit like that, I'm sure everybody's like, oh, he's just mad because he's blind. You know, people put that, you know, like, right away they want to attribute. You know, if I was black, they'd attribute it to that. Oh, he's just black. He's mad at being black. Oh, he's just mad because he's, you know, whatever. You know, they always want to take your whatever, your minority status, and just be like, oh, well, that's what it is. You're just mad because of this. And you're, you know, it's never just, hey, man, maybe I just had a fucked up day. Or maybe I saw something that really pissed me off. No, it couldn't be that. It just it has to be something you attribute. Oh, well, he's just mad because he's blind. He hasn't gotten used to it. Look, fuckface, I've been this way for 39 years, okay? So I'm pretty goddamn used to it. So.
You sure?
Yeah, positive. Absolutely.
I mean, you can get eyes donated to you,
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got a pin? You got to pop yours out? The guy at the 7-Eleven was going to do it,
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? He offered you his eyes.
God, people are fucking morons, man. That's the kind of shit, where you're just like, oh, man, really? Really, dude?
Wow.
So, sucking up this last few minutes.
Yeah, like I said, it's just been one of them kind of days where you're just, just like, wow.
It's a wow day.
Oh, yeah.
Day of wowatry.
Yeah, if I'm waiting for the ending part to all this, and then.
Oh, fuck. So there's still something. You're cliffhanging a little bit, huh?
Big time on something, yes.
Shit. Okay. Well, whatever it is, I'm sure we'll find out.
Oh, yeah, one way or another.
Fuck. Well, that's crazy, man. And when it gets drug out, too, that's always the toughest.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's happening since early this morning.
Oh, God. That's one of those things where I'd be like, all right, fucking get it over with now,
Well, I'll give you a little bit of it. My mom and my sister had to rush to Utah.
Oh.
So, and I was supposed to be to work. I couldn't. I had to pick the boys up. So it's just been, because usually my mom and them will do it while I'm working, and then at nighttime I go, but it's just been and I don't know the end result to any of this yet.
Is it medical related?
It could be at the end of all this, yes.
Oh, shit. Okay, I think I know where this might be going.
Yeah.
So, wow. Fuck.
It could end very badly.
Man.
Life-altering badly.
Like nephew?
Yeah. No, sister.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. Man. Dude, it's like, isn't there enough shit?
Yeah, you would think, right?
Life is hard enough. Why? This is why I'm saying when motherfuckers, purposefully throw things your way, it's like, really, you got to just make shit harder just because. I swear to God, there must be, I think they pay people to be pains in the ass. I think there's some organization out there that gives you a stipend to be a pain in the ass.
It's very well possible. I don't even know anymore. I question a lot of different things.
I'm sure there is. Fuck, man. So it doesn't even have anything to do with what you're doing tonight. It's something personal.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, fuck. And then you got to stand by, be on guard.
Wait, and I've heard absolutely nothing so far.
Wow. Man, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. There's that kind of shit. So then some asshole, but yeah, this is why I don't really, It's one of those things where I think it's kind of the reason you clam up a little bit and lock up, because you just don't want to be bothered. You just kind of like, hey, this I don't even want to deal with shit. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to deal with anything because,
Well, like I said, then on top of that, I got to talk to the ex-wife today.
Yay!
And that's been, when the last time I talked to her? Fuck. About 8 months
don't
ago,
remember.
something like that. A while back.
I want to say it was last spring or some shit.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's just. Obviously with that it could have been too bad.
No, I mean, it wasn't. We didn't get. Yeah.
But it just brings up old unnecessary.
Well, yeah, and it was just icing on the cake for most of my day today.
Wow. Oh fuck.
And I fell behind on doing some stuff I needed to get done because of all the other shit going on, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's one thing after another. So that's why sometimes you do clam up, man. And you do, we were talking about how we're trying to get out and do more things, which I think we ought to. But at the same time, there are things that make you go, oh, fuck.
Well, it's just
I just want to lock the doors, man. And
it's just like you're trying to get ahead, and it's just like something's always coming along to try to fuck you up, to keep you back and hold you back from where you should be or should be doing or going.
It seems like it's more likely, like it's happening more often now.
Well, it seems to always happen more often when you're ready to get that breakthrough or move on in life and go, wow, I feel good about this, I can do this, and then all of a sudden it's like all this shit right all of a sudden just hits you. You're like, what the fuck?
Right at that moment. It's not like it does it prior to, way prior to, and you're like, oh, well, this might have to be put on hold. But this is like you're almost there. It's almost like the Fruity Pebbles thing.
Yeah.
You got the Fruity Pebbles, and here comes fucking Barney stealing them from you.
Yeah, yeah. It's unnecessary stuff that just kind of broadsides you. You know, not like you don't expect it, because I mean, obviously life is life. Things are going to happen, but it seems like the further you are trying to push yourself and better yourself and everything, it seems like the bigger shit that flies at you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's just like sometimes you go, man, can we just coast?
Yeah.
For a little bit,
Yeah,
just
give you that breathing room to accomplish what you need to get done.
Right, give me a few weeks, man.
Yeah.
I'm not asking, and again, this goes back to what we were saying earlier. When you're not asking for much and you can't even fucking get that.
Yeah.
So it's like, Jesus, man, really just stuff my mouth with a bed mattress and let me gag on some pillow feathers. Or what do they stuff those mattresses with?
Oh, down. Some
Down
of it's like a
Duck
styrofoam
ass?
sort of stuff, or whatever. Not styrofoam, but foam.
Yeah, with mattress foam.
Guess it just depends on what kind of damn pillow you're buying.
You just be gagging on mattress foam.
Mattress foam, whatever.
Dig your teeth into it and love it. Learn to take the cock and enjoy it, because that's what they want you to do. Well, I don't know. I think many have adapted to it. I think they're just like, oh, well, that's just the way it is.
Well, it's anything in life. You've got to adapt. I mean.
Well, yeah, of course you got to adapt, but there are some things that are, anything that's within my control, I'm going to control it, man.
Or at least to do your best, right?
Right.
Because you can't always control everything.
True. No, but you're right. I am going to, if I have control over it, I'm going to try my best to control that shit. For sure. No doubt.
Good luck, my friend.
Hey, that's what I do, man. Got to try to maintain all the control you can, if you can.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying let your life go spinning out of control, but some things, they're just, no matter what you try to do, they come at you, and you ain't blocking it. It's just going to happen.
Oh, yeah, and that happens. But that's life. But, hey, it seems like it's more often now, for some reason.
Yep.
For whatever reason. Oh, yeah, I hope I don't get... I hope I have a driver asking me what my topic was.
I'm sure you will.
And I will, just because I said it now.
Yeah, you put it out there. It'll happen.
It'll happen. Fuck. All the time. So what was that one guy that brought me here yesterday, that Eduardo guy, he asked me that. So what's tonight's topic about?
What'd you tell him?
Actually, well, actually it was the night before, sorry. And that was good
because you didn't come in last night.
I had what's his name on, Eric Peters.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I got a guy coming on from the military. So I actually did have something to say to him. But sometimes, man, you're just like, dude, well, go listen to the show.
Yeah.
See, that's the shit that pisses me off. You want to ask a million fucking questions about the show, but you don't never want to listen to it.
Yeah, isn't that
so
amazing
what's the point?
how? Oh, because you can give them the rundown. They don't have to go watch.
Yeah, well, go watch the motherfucker. Wait. That's anyway, I gotta get going. Bitches, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ, gonna have some fun the rest of my life, jerk.
and that's the story there, bitches. See ya.
Jimmy Black.